What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I just wanted to put a quick disclaimer in this video right at the beginning, before I show the intro. But if y'all hear me mention kudzu in this video, just know that I've done some research on that plant since producing these clips that you're about to see, and from what I've heard, that plant is very invasive, and it can actually destroy some pretty valuable stuff. So just know that if you ever hear me mentioning that I'm going to use kudzu in this video, don't listen to it. I'm not going to use it. I've done a couple different researches of it, and all the researchers that I've looked at have said that that's a very invasive plant, and is not any way ideal. I mean, it is ideal for this just because the deer like it, but honestly, it's not that ideal for what I'm using it for. So that's just a quick disclaimer at the beginning of this video. I'm doing my research. Y'all put it down below, a plant that I could plant in the woods that deer like, that don't require much sunlight. So if y'all know of anything, just put it in the comments below. Enjoy the video.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Brock Fitzgerald YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going over some stuff that I'm going to do to the hunting land. Deer season just ended here in Georgia, and well, unfortunately this year I didn't kill anything, but of course we got next year, we got this year to improve on. So as y'all know, it's 2021 finally. Let's just hope this year goes a whole lot better than 2020 did. But yeah, so as I mentioned to y'all, I got about 2 or 3 acres of hunting woods out here I use primarily for hunting, deer hunting and stuff. And well, we, ladies and gentlemen, have a lot of plans for this set of woods right here for the upcoming summer. For my 2021 season, I'm hoping to make it the best year yet, but in order to do that, my best hunting season yet, but in order to do that, I have to do some preparing first. So I'm gonna just go over a lot of the stuff that we're gonna do for the hunting property. Obviously, as y'all can tell, we got some work to do. We got some stands to hang. I'm primarily gonna be hanging a stand in that tree, probably about 10 20 foot up there, and probably gonna be putting a box blind right back there. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna go over. So as y'all can see, all this stuff right here, most of it, apart from a lot of this, just because I'm putting a box blind right there, and I'm just gonna remove as much brush as it takes to, to where I can have a clear shot this way. So this is probably about 20 yards probably, but there'll be a lot of deer back in there. Oh yeah, in that area as well. All that's gonna be cleaned out, and I'm actually hoping to, if possible, I would like to get some kudzu planted back here, because those of y'all who watch Seek One know that he hunts the suburbs of Atlanta, and right in there they got a lot of kudzu, a whole crap ton of kudzu, and the deer are just in it all summer long and all year long, and it seems like a very awesome product to use. I've been using deer corn, for those of y'all who know. I've been using deer corn as long as I've been deer hunting, but I think for the 2021 season I'm going to change to kudzu and see how that goes. But yeah, pretty much most of this back here is going to go, apart from all the trees, all the big trees like the pine trees and the oaks and all them, all those are staying. It's just a lot of this brush right here is going. As y'all can see, I got a whole bunch of brush right here. All this brush is going, all the little trees like that are going, pretty much. And of course all the fallen trees like this, I got to get them out of here as well. Just a lot to do during the summertime, and even starting probably as soon as this week. I've actually got a tree, and I'll show y'all in just a minute, but it fell right over my food plot that I used for the 2020 deer season. I got to get that up, and I was actually hoping to get it up today, but unfortunately it started raining a little bit. I'm not sure, and I'm just worried that if I get the chainsaw, it's going to start raining again. So today I'm not going to be able to do it. Probably Wednesday I'm going to do it. Right now in school we are on a yellow schedule again, where I'm on the white schedule. I'm going to school Tuesday and Thursday, and the other 3 days I'm doing virtual. So that leaves me 3 days, apart from when I have to go to work to do a lot of stuff around the house. So yeah, that'll leave me some time to do a lot of stuff to the hunting property. And for the creek, I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I got a little creek back here. And before we go back there, I'm just going to show y'all the insane amount of deer tracks that are right here. There's one right there, and there's just a whole bunch of them. I'll show y'all in just a minute. A lot of times, the reason why I'm switching over to this side of the creek, so that's the creek right there that separates. I've been hunting that side of the creek all season. This season, the upcoming deer season, I'm going to be hunting this side, just because I'll be sitting in the stand. There'll be like 3 or 4 does sitting right here in this general area in this vicinity. So that's why I'm putting a stand. And that pine tree right there, I'm probably gonna hang a set right there. But just look at the amount of deer tracks that you see. A lot of them are not that visible, but Right there was a deer track, got washed out. There's a deer track. There's a whole bunch of them right here. There's one right there. There's a few under the leaves. I mean, there's one right there. And right in here, there's a few. I was just back here looking a while ago at all the deer tracks we have, and there's just an insane amount of deer tracks going through here. There's one right there. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. And even over here, there's quite a few deer tracks. Now, for those of y'all wondering, y'all notice that it's flooding over here. The creek, most of the time when it gets full, it kind of floods out. Part of it goes right there onto the property over there, which I do not own. That right there is the property line, that fence line, that's the property line. So, as y'all can see, it does flood a lot in here, which is why this area right here, I plan to leave a little path for the deer to walk through, and I'm going to be planting kudzu right there. And probably mostly right there, like all of this is going to be cleaned out. Obviously, apart from the trees, all of this is going to be cleared out. All this brush right here, and I'm going to be planting kudzu in this whole area. So that way when I hang the stand up and I have a box blind right back there, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it. I used to have a little trail back here, which I used to ride four-wheelers back here a lot before I started deer hunting on a regular basis like I do during deer season. That used to be a trail right there. I'd ride the four-wheelers through it. In fact, me and a lot of buddies of mine that I used to hang out with, we used to ride four-wheelers back here all the time, like all summer long, all year long. It didn't matter if it was 40 degrees out here, we'd be riding out here like crazy. But I'm actually in this little area right here. I'm gonna clean this little area out and put me a box blind right there. And then of course, I'm not gonna clear all this out, just enough to where I can get a clear shot. I'm gonna leave a lot of it there just so I'll be some coverage, and of course I'm gonna try to brush in that blind as much as I can. Even though it's really, honestly, I have not had a problem with blinds affecting the deer movement back here. I'll put a blind, like if you can see it right back there, there's a ground blind right there. And I put that ground blind in a little over a year ago, and it has not affected my deer movement whatsoever. I mean, obviously for the first couple of days there won't be hardly nothing back here, but after about a couple of days there'll be deer just like that. So but yeah, that's the plan for right here. I'm planning on putting a big box blind right here. Obviously I'm taking this big old tree out. I could just pull it with a four-wheeler, pull it right out and chop it up and use it as firewood. But yeah, we got a lot of plans coming up, and I'm gonna show y'all what the plans are for the creek, and also show y'all the creek at the same time. I don't believe I've ever showed y'all the creek before. But most of y'all know, most of y'all Tift County boys out here know, and girls, we just started a new semester in school, so I'm really working hard in school this year, which is why I haven't been pumping out content like I said I would. But I do apologize. I'm trying to pump out content as much as I can, but I got one ingenuity class and then two other academic classes I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's kind of taking up my time. Those of y'all 11th graders that are in the same boat I'm in, y'all know. But as y'all can see, right here is the creek. Of course, it goes all the way around here and it goes straight back that way. Really, I was thinking about taking this little tree line out, like all the pine trees. I was thinking about taking them out, but deer come here to drink, and a lot of times the deer will stand right there at the edge, broadside or straight back, you know, whatever. Now a doe, obviously those of y'all hunters, y'all know that a doe, you can shoot them in the head. I'd prefer, you prefer not to shoot them in the head. You prefer to shoot them at the vitals, but if you had to absolutely shoot a doe in the head, you could. But in this little area right here, like between these trees, deer do come up here and drink. So all this brush, apart from the pine trees, is going. The pine trees are staying. This tree is probably gonna stay as well. But all them small trees like that, those are going. Obviously this is probably gonna stay the way it is. I might plant a little bit of kudzu right in here just to see what happens. I'm kind of experimenting with kudzu at this point because I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. And those of y'all who watch Seek One know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, pretty much most of this is going. All this brush in here is going. So but as y'all can see, the creek has got a good bit of water in it, and deer do come up here to drink a pretty good bit, because I've seen deer tracks when there was just water right here, because a lot of times when there's water right here, there won't be no water up there where that little sand barrier is. There will be no water right there, and you'll just be deer tracks like galore right there where the deer come over here and drink water. And obviously right in here, I don't know if I didn't come in here and look a while ago, but I do see evidence of deer coming in here and drinking, standing right here. So this will be a pretty good location to hunt on, honestly, because they got everything they need. They're gonna have kudzu right there. They're gonna have water right here. They got the woods. They got obviously over there where I put that corn in. I'll show you in just a minute. I'm gonna be planting kudzu over there as well. So I'll have 2 or 3 places to hunt back here. And eventually, I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I do plan to manage the woods way on back there. Like, I own all the way up to the road, and probably from here to, I'm gonna obviously put a little food plot right here and, you know, plant all this, but probably about 100 foot that way, I'm gonna make another food plot and plant some kudzu, you know, just make this, you know, a hunting area specifically. I really don't ride four-wheelers as much back here anymore, which is really why I honestly decided to make this into a little deer hunting location. It's gonna be pretty popular, and I feel like with the kudzu, I'm gonna be having a lot of does back here. I mean, shoot, with corn, I had 6 does at once at that food plot with corn alone. So yeah, that just goes to show how good it is. Now this is the plot right here, and as y'all can see, there's the tree that fell. Those of you who have me on Snapchat know that my Snapchat's in the description, by the way, if you want to add me. Plus I'll put it on the screen as well for y'all. But those of y'all who already have me on Snapchat know that I had a little incident with a tree falling. It recently like flooded all day long. Like, my yard is right over there, obviously on the other side of the woods over there. My yard is right there. My whole backyard was nothing but water. Like, water was up to here on my boot. I'm not even joking you. It was probably about right there on my boot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was flooding. And it flooded back here like the creek was flowing like crazy. It was flowing like the dang whitewater rafting place where you go whitewater rafting. And as y'all can see, as a result, I kind of sort of lost the tree right there. So, and that's really what I was gonna do today up until it started raining. I don't believe it's gonna rain much more today, but you know, I just don't want to risk it. I'm probably gonna wait till Wednesday, being I got school tomorrow, to chop this tree up. But a couple of buddies of mine who want a firewood business, I'm gonna give this wood to them because this tree literally just fell. So it's still pretty good wood, and you know, you cut it up, you let it dry out, it's gonna burn really good. And obviously we're gonna keep a little bit of it as well, but most of it's gonna go to their firewood business because you know, they're kind of in need of it right now. And right here, as you can see, it fell right over the food plot. Right here is where I generally put corn. I'm not sure if I videoed that yet. I gotta look on the channel. But as y'all can see right in there, that's where the deer, most of the time they make scrapes right there. They're scraping all that sort of stuff right there. And because there is a pretty good amount, because I've been putting corn back here for over a year, and there is a pretty good amount of corn minerals in this ground, so they'll just go digging through it. And even the squirrels, I've been up there and there's my tree stand. As y'all can see, I got me a umbrella on it now, from the last time it rained. But I'll just be sitting up there in the stand like that. I'll see squirrels over here just digging around, eating corn like crazy. Which most y'all deer hunters know that's most of the time what you'll see back here. Most time squirrels, unless you're like in a very deer populated area, you'll see a lot of deer. But all of this right here, I'm more than likely going to be planting kudzu right here. I'm not sure if I want to use corn or kudzu. I'm probably going to use both, just so the deer kind of have an option of what they want to eat. Like, one day they might not want no kudzu, they might want corn. Because I've had, like, in this little general area right here, I have had 6 does alone, like, from right there to where that little tree, to where the base of that tree is, all the way to about here. And the camera, as you can see, is right there, and there'll just be deer, like does upon does right in here. So the deer do like corn as well, so I'm probably going to keep it as a corn location right here. And of course, the kudzu location is going to be at the other side of the creek, as I mentioned before. So yeah, hopefully for the 2021 season, we will be having a crap ton of deer back here, I hope. Obviously 2020, I didn't kill much of anything. I didn't go hunt but probably 5 or 6 times, that's it. And seen deer 2 out of those times. And really why I didn't shoot one was because they were either too small or they were on the run and I couldn't stop them. Like, I tried to mat and stop them, but I couldn't. They just kept on running. Like, you know, I was just sitting up there in the stand hunting one day, and there's a tree that fell right back there on the other property. I think it might have been on my property, I'm not sure. But then all of a sudden there's like 4 does that bust out of nowhere. They come right in here. They run right through there, like right over here. I'll show you. And they just run. You can see, look at all this. Look, this is where the deer run. This is where like, I seen one deer that spotted me in the sand. They came right here and just started stomping their foot, and it was just insane. But anyways, back to my story. The tree fell, or whatever it fell. Deer busted out of that area, started just running right through here, and they jumped the fence and ran. I was up there in the stand. I tried to stop them, but I couldn't. But yeah, so honestly, that's 2 of the reasons why I couldn't shoot one. And of course, I couldn't get a clear shot because they were behind some brush, because you can see there is a good bit of brush back here. And that's honestly why For that side of the property, I'm cleaning off a lot of that brush apart from close to the blind and close to the stand. So, yeah, but I got a lot of plants back here. I about lost my foot in there. But, obviously we got this big tree to clear out. This pine tree is going to stay here, just because I kind of like it. It has some character to this part. So that tree's going though. All that tree's going. I'm probably gonna start cutting it up Wednesday. Might make a vlog about it. I do have my chest mount, so that gives us more opportunity. Now here's my stand for those of you who haven't seen it. I know a boy I knew, his daddy had it, and my uncle bought it from his daddy and then gave it to me. This is one of those stands, you know, you find them at Walmart for like $100, $125. This is one of those stands. I bought this son of a gun for $20. That's it. And it has been worth every penny of it. I've had it up here for like 2 months now, probably. I put it up here kind of late in the season just because I really wanted to get back here and shoot a deer. But as y'all can see, that didn't happen this year, which is why I'm going to improve upon myself and try something new for the other side of the property there. But I got the camo wrap. Obviously, I'm going to have to rewrap that next year, which is going to be part of the agenda whenever I redo these woods. We're going to redo that in August. Hopefully going to be done with a lot of this by July. I hope to be done with a lot of this by July. So honestly, I feel like this is going to be a fun project to do. We got a lot of clearing out to do, as y'all know. And this creek, I'm going to probably clean that tree out as well. All this pretty much is going to stay the way it is. I might clean a little bit of this out. And I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to give y'all a close up of the pine tree I'm looking at putting the stand in. This tree right here, well, if I can find a long enough strap for it, I like to put the truck camera right there, like clean off all this brush. Obviously, all this brush is going to go too. But if I can step over it without getting, oh, heck no. There's needles, there's thorns all on that. Let me take another root. There we go. So this tree right here, I'm going to clean off all this brush, and if I can find a long enough strap for my camera, I'm going to put a truck camera right here. Now, obviously, next summer, I am going to upgrade to cellular cameras. Right now, I'm just using the old-fashioned cameras that have a cord in them. But I am, however, going to upgrade to a cellular camera and just pay monthly for it. Like, it's only going to be like $15 a month, I think. But I plan to put a truck camera right here and get all this, obviously all this cleared out, and put a truck camera right there so I can see what all's coming in here. Hopefully going to see some bucks and velvet this year. But hoping to have all this done by mid-July and have it ready for deer season. So for whenever I get ready, so whenever deer season comes in, I'll be ready. Obviously, this tree's got to go. And I'm debating about taking this pine tree out right here. But before I do that, obviously, I'm going to be putting the stand in about April or May. And when I do, if this tree is in the way, I'm going to cut it down. But if it's not, I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm kind of thinking, just by the way it is now, obviously, this does no justice because I'm going to be like 20 foot high in this tree. Probably, if y'all can see that first branch right there, I'm going to be right there. That's how high I'm going to be, but this does no justice, honestly, to where I'm going to be sitting. But from where I can say right here, it seems like it is going to be in the way, but obviously I got to get a set hung and see if it really is. And if it's not, I'm not going to worry about it, but if it is, that sucker's going. But yeah, so honestly, that's basically it for the plans for the hunt land for this year. Obviously, we're going to get right to work, and probably this summer, me and a couple buddies of mine, we're going to get out here and clean all this out, all this. Obviously, like I said before, the trees are staying, all this brush is going. All these fallen branches and everything's going. All this is going to be plowed up, or not all this right here. This right here is going to be plowed up, all that. Because it's going to be planted right here. This right here is going to stay the way it is. Obviously, the trees, all these like branches like that are gonna go. So yeah. There's a pretty good amount of stuff we're going to be doing to this hunting land. This summer, like I said before, me and a bunch of buddies right here are going to get out here and just clean all this out. And this is going to be the little path right here where the deer will be able to walk. And hopefully, by mid-July, if not early July, I'll be having this place done. And I'm just going to get out of here. I'm going to put my cellular cameras. I'm going to probably put one right there. And probably one on another tree like this one. Or that one. Probably going to put one on that one, as well as that one right there that I showed a while ago. But as soon as we're done, I'm going to get the crap out of here
and just not come back here again until deer season, till the opening day of deer season, for rifle season and for shotgun season and muzzleloader season. I'm not coming back here till opening day once we get done, just to give this place time to soak, because I want my 2021 season to be good as possible. And in order to do that, now obviously, for those of y'all wondering, I am going to do my research on kudzu to make sure that this place is feasible. Now obviously in those suburban areas, you know, they ain't got they're about like this. They ain't got a whole lot of sunlight where they're planted. So I feel like kudzu is gonna be a good plant to plant back here, but I got to do my research. I'm fairly confident that I'm gonna be able to plant kudzu back here, but obviously, like I said, I'm gonna be doing my research first before I do, just to make sure that I'm doing it right, because I want to make sure I'm doing it right so that way I can have a crap ton of deer back here, and hopefully a lot more bucks. I only had like 3 or 4 bucks, including Big Boy, that one that giant that I had back here that I made a video about. Go back to the channel and look. You'll see that video of I call the buck Big Boy, the big monster buck I had back here. I only got one trail camera picture of him. I have not seen him all season long. Did not see him opening or the last day of deer season. I went hunting yesterday for the last day of deer season. Didn't make a vlog about it just because I didn't see anything, but nothing but squirrels and, you know, birds and all that stuff like we always see. But yeah, only got 2 trail camera pictures of Big Boy, and that's it. I have not seen him all season. So unless I see him next season, I'm assuming he's got killed. Whoever killed him, if he did get killed, congratulations to you. He was a monster buck, and I was really hoping to get a chance at him this year, but as you can see, I did not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just figured I'd do a little update on the hunt land, what I'm doing. Being I didn't have no luck this year, so we're going to do a lot of improving next year, or this summer. And hopefully this year we're going to have the best deer season of all, I hope. This is going to be a very popular deer location, I feel like, once we get the kudzu planted, because as far as, I've been watching Seek 1 for a little while, and from what he says, kudzu is an awesome plant. I mean, if I can possibly plant it back here, I would love to. But yeah, so those of y'all who watch Seek 1, you know what I'm talking about. Those of y'all who don't, y'all got to check that man out. He has worked hard for what he's got. You know, he's got a pretty good channel base now. I think he's got like over 1 million subscribers, so he's doing pretty good. Those of you who haven't checked his channel out, y'all gonna have to, because it is a great channel. But anyways, that's basically it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all be sure to smack that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.